Alright, y'all, welcome back to the All Sports Pass, but as Weston tonight. It's the end of week 1. Week 1 of high school football is in the books. And we're getting ready for week 2. We're doing the same thing as last time. Although this time, though, nothing much really. Just new teams. And then have our week 1 games and their results. And then that team's week 2 games as well. So let's get on started with this one. First, let's talk about Oak Ridge, of course. They ended up the season at this Halls, and they won that game 28-13, I believe. Let me recheck that and see. Yes, the final score was 28-13. Both defenses were great out there. I'd say that will be the benefit for Oak Ridge this season and for Halls, but that's for the North Channel to talk about. We're here to talk about Oak Ridge. And their defense is pretty much just spot on. They done double pick sixes. And they was pretty good throughout the entire game. The quarterback did throw a few picks, not pick sixes. That's as Hall's defense is good too, but they couldn't really cap up from that. Really, only scored 2 touchdowns. Well, we scored 4, including some defensive ones. The week 2 game is on the road at Clinton. To talk about them, we'll talk about Heritage very shortly. Their game was a no contest due to weather, so some of the games that I'm going to talk about, they were no contest, so yeah. Oh yeah, and that West Beard game that I never covered, I'm going to be talking about Beard in the episode, so I'm going to talk about West in the episodes, but I'm going to have someone, that clips and interview West players for West High School. So, obviously, help for the West Channel. I also got an Beard teammates to help me out on footages that will be uploaded later this week. That is Cars in Horn Valley. I had Bearden's Will Taylor, that name of that footage. Alongside week 1 name of the week, Maryville, I had Bearden's Grant Cross, that name. For this week, for trying to get footages, I'll try and see any of my Knoxville Catholic teammates get some footages for those names as well. So that way more videos are to be coming in very soon. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, talking about Oak Ridge here in Clinton, obviously coming in with a new head coach who is as young as 24, 25, which is pretty crazy for Clinton. Jake Dawson, very good head coach so far. But he's coming up in his first real test at Oak Ridge, who just beat Halls. And defensive-wise, Oak Ridge might hurt Clinton. Offensive-wise, potentially the same thing. I think Oak Ridge will win this game without a doubt. And obviously recover from this, especially with that no contest game last week. Oak Ridge, I think they'll get it done after the performance last week, especially as a good Halls team. Up next, we'll be talking about William Blount name. And no, I did not cover William Blount in Austin East. I covered William Blount in Loudon. But the reason why is the North Channel accidentally covered the William Blount Austin East name week 1. That should still be covered on the North Channel this week. So, corrections. I don't cover William Blount this week. But I will cover last week's name, and it's Loudon. I am very, very surprised about this result. A 49-0 blowout coming from William Blount. And it's either that William Blount may actually be, 5-8 contenders this season for some reason, or Loudon is on a downfall and they don't really have those hope coming up. But I've never seen that much performance coming from William Blount. It is a team pretty good in 4A like Loudon. It has won a lot of games last year, and you gotta say, William Blount might have had transfers from Maryville. I think they did, because, all this transfer rule stuff, how would William Blount store 49 in his Loudon? It's crazy. Next up is Oliver Springs, and as I knew, Oliver Springs won this game. They won 38-20 over Eagleton. Very good win from Oliver Springs, especially, playing as a higher level team like Eagleton. But they got to go higher. They got to go higher this week coming into Kingston. Now, fortunately, they are at home with this one, but Kingston is usually good when it comes, playing this, smaller teams like Harriman, you know. Harriman is rivals with Ainston, and obviously, as you can tell, I was checking the schedule for Ainston. Apparently, their Harriman game, I was going to tell you the story, that got postponed, so that will be played at a different date. Didn't say it was no contest, but still was postponed. Back to what I was saying, Aintston's a hard team to beat, especially in the 3A level. As a 1A team, and especially with Oliver Springs and Harriman. So, but I see Oliver Springs keeping up with Ainston on this one. But I thought Ainston winning this game for Oliver Springs to take their first loss of the season. Always improve them that. They got the easier schedule coming up. I'm in the whole field. And by the way, they lost. They lost last week, so it might be a little easier for Oliver Springs this time by. Up next, we're going to talk about Heritage, and I know it's Seattle. I still not seen a Heritage West yet, so be patient for that. So, yeah. This was one of the games we'll talk about where the game got no contest, and it's due to Mother Nature doing stupid. Unfortunate that Heritage did not play this game, but they got 9 other games to go. They indent a record in. They indent a result in. Coming into First Academy of Knoxville. Of course, traveling once again. It's going to be a challenge for Heritage. But I've seen they were doing well with this win, and I think they will do the same thing for a team like First Academy of Knoxville. So, without any other of this, I'm going to say Heritage is going to get the job done. But who knows? See, A may also get it done. They got a team. So does Heritage. So, yeah. Up next, we'll talk about Harrs and Horn Valley. And this one's another surprising result that I have here. I had Harrs winning this game. But Horn Valley winning by 20 is insane. Scoring 45 in week 1 is also pretty insane. Especially winning it. Because the last time that they went 1-0 before 2023, they scored 13. And then at Harris in 2023, they scored 21. But I wasn't expecting them to score like 45 points. That's pretty insane. And they dominated the whole game, too. And that'll give them a boost of morale coming up to Mo East, to Morristown East. Another game they could potentially win, and I have them winning here. Their morale was boosted up so high, they could actually get something done. But for Harris, that's just basically a team you do not want to lose. Obviously, I'm going to this South Doyle team, another team that's just like Horn Valley. But now I'm going to 0-1. I'm from a loss against Horn Valley. And South Doyle just implemented this Austin East. Now the score was 52-30. South Doyle played pretty well that game. So is Austin East, but South Doyle came away with it at the end. That's a bit of a distraction against Harns. I'm in South Doyle too. It's crazy. And with that, I have South Doyle winning this game. Harris has lost so many guys from the Bearden transfers after Brad Taylor was hired. There's a good chance Harris may not win a game this season. But who knows? This game's winnable. Let's see if they do it. And as I said with all the other games, the Horn Valley and Orange game was affected by the rain. But that one wasn't postponed to another day. This one was just postponed to the next day. And Horn Valley, it finished up slow in the end. That kind of gave Orange a bit of a disadvantage. They could have came back. They kind of did, but they didn't win. This game right here is another example of a Mother Nature game. Bearden West, I did not cover this last week. My apologies. Thought someone else was going to post it. That didn't really happen. So I will be doing the honors of Bearden West. And the result, which... no contest. Bearden West is not playing, and I don't know if it will be moved to a different date. It's very hard. The only date I know is fall break, but I doubt they're going to do that. So, yeah. Sad that these teams couldn't play. I wanted to see what they could do with their new head coaches. But West and Bearden, they got hard teams coming up. And I think it's pretty fair that with this switchover, we should talk about the game of the week from last week, which is Maryville at Alcoa. Battle of Pistol Week 1. And as I expected, Alcoa found a way to win this game. They were the better team overall, but both teams were very talented, and they will make a noise this season coming into their next games. which, spoiler alert, I have both of those teams winning both games. So let's start with the game of the week. And no, it's not Bearden Alcoa, even though that is a game that is preferred to be watched by everyone. It will be West at Maryville. Obviously, this game is exciting because it's the battle of the Rebels. But, yeah, in reality, Maryville's the red ones. West is just Ole Miss. But I think I've already said this. Maryville will beat West in my predictions. I think Maryville is just more of a talented team. I'm going to end with Tory Bovert, who, now they hunt him down for this game, but it's Alcoa. But I think they'll use him more this West, especially when throwing the ball. Obviously, they use Holden Baby a lot for running back. But, yeah. West, we haven't seen what they've done yet, so no clue what they're going to do, but I have Maryville winning this game. And I'm going to be honest here for Bearden. If your best case scenario is a no contest in this game, you better wish that, because things are going to look a lot lopsided for you coming to this Alcoa, who just beat Maryville. And they're not looking for any signs of stopping real soon. So, yeah, pretty clear to me to say Alcoa will win this game. And I'm not saying it's a prediction. I know. I'm going to be brutally honest here. I think Alcoa will win this game. And it is going to be a blowout, as Bearden will not be able to defend Alcoa, nor will they put on any offense against them. Alcoa is looking like the best they've seen in about 15, 16 years. It shows. As being Maryville at home week 1 is the best thing you can do if you're Alcoa. And obviously your goal of being Maryville is done before you even play Bearden. So that just endangers Bearden a lot coming into this game. Finally, the last team I'm going to talk about here today is Farragut. Last week, they played in Sevier County at Carson Newman. I didn't cover that game, so I will cover this game. I'm up at home with Powell. Now, obviously, last game, when Powell played as AC was dominating. But that game came up as a no contest. They might reward this as an AC win. The former Bearden guys, Jason, Booby, or the Amy Ravel, they did well in that game. Booby played some snaps for some reason. Just let J.D. Dome go all the way. And yeah, I'm up for Farragut. I'm gonna this Powell. And talk about Powell too, of course. Deuce Rogers, he actually came with an injury. In the game, I'll give Farragut a bit of an advantage. But I think that it did some more snaps to the running back or even Randall Walker. Alongside on their receiver help coming in as well. And that powerful defense. I did not say Powell defense, I said powerful defense. Coming in from Tate Henderson. So, obviously, they still got a bit of talent, even losing Deuce Rogers. And I still think they all get it done. I still think Powell will win this game. I really didn't see anything for Farragut coming into the Sevier County, so I see Farragut losing this game. And that is all I got for you today. Also, if you're looking on Knoxville Catholic and what their game's going to be like, go to the North Channel. The North Channel will be covering that game as favor for Anderson County, as they will be playing Knoxville Catholic this week at Anderson County. So, yeah, that's all I have today. See y'all Sports Fast Podcast West. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next week when we go to week 2, week app, and week 3 preview, along with Tennessee coverage for the first time this year. Your host, Steve, signing out.